From the Swedish Genealogy Guide, I'm Jeff Morris, and in this lesson I'm going to read through a Swedish birth and christening entry from 1854. This example comes from Voxna Parish in Gävleborg County. The first thing you want to do is get used to the format of how the record was kept. In this case, each entry was written completely across the open book. Let's look at the format closer. So in the margin to the far left, you have an entry number. This is followed by the name given to the child at the time of the christening. Then you have the birth, month, and day, and then the christening month and day. Then you have the names of the parents and where they're living. And in the column right next to the names of the parents, he wrote in the age of the mother at the time of the birth. The next column is the male godparents, and then the last column is the female godparents. So let's look at a specific example here. I'm going to come down, get that just right. So we're looking at entry number 10. The name given to the child is Per Abraham. And underneath his name it says döpt av Ålander. That means christened by Ålander. And Ålander is the last name of the person who did the christening. He was born on April 29th and christened on May 2nd. Right above that it says nöd döpt. And nöd döpt means emergency christening on the 29th of April. This child was born maybe weak or frail. They didn't know if he would live long enough to be christened at the church, so they did the emergency christening. And anyone who was confirmed in the Lutheran State Church could do an emergency christening. The names of the parents are Samuel Jernberg, living in Homna, and his wife is Maja Stina Larsdotter. Now the HU next to her name stands for hustru, which means wife. And right next to the names of the parents, you have her age. So she was 32 at the time of the christening. Then the male godparents were Erik Persson in Homna and Erik Karlsson in Homna. And then you have Olaf Larsson living in Kvarnberg. The female godparents are Brita Olsdotter, Marta Jönsdotter, and Greta Kajsa Jernberg. And they wrote in the HU here again. In this context, you might take the meaning to be Mrs., because the first two women there are married. Okay, well, let's say that you wanted to look at a specific word like the occupation of the dad. So it looks like it's spelled with K-O-L, maybe an A. So I'm going to go into the Swedish Genealogy Guide homepage. I'll go to Dictionaries and then click on SHDD. And then I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to just type in K-O-L-A, see what comes up. So we scroll down and right off we see that it has to do with coal. And down here we see kollare. So his occupation was that he made charcoal, which was used for making steel and other products. With that, we are done. So if you appreciate this content, I would be grateful if you would give it a like or share it through one of the social media channels. Thank you.